Leave a like on this video within the next 5 seconds if you want 2K to finally bring down the price of VC. 2K has been trying to raise the price of everything. They can't raise the price of VC, man. It's a big deal. If anything, they need to be bringing it down. So if you guys want 2K to finally bring down the price of VC, leave a like.
I got digital dash, came right with a I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flood it with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high right through your block and I drop off the top and I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say. I got digital dash, came right with a I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I have in the bins and pull up.
Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple. Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Fitz back to with yet another video. Today, I'm coming at you guys with the best build on next gen NBA 2K21. I'm gonna be showing you guys exactly how to make it. And usually when I do build videos, I give you guys multiple ways to make the build for anything that might be a hole. But for this build, I'm gonna show you guys one build that I think is the best version, and I'm gonna show you 3 different versions, which is gonna be a balance. So that's gonna have more other 2 things too. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to make it the best way, in my opinion. And if you don't like that one, I got 3 other different ways to make it. So you can't really go wrong with this build. This build is gonna be nasty. I see a lot of people making this build after me dropping this video. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, without further ado, all I'm asking is you want to support me, just go ahead, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. We're on this road to 100K. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Let's go! Alright, so first things first is going to be the position. Now, for the position, I went with the power forward position. Now, you can make this build at a point guard, shooting guard, and small forward. Small forward, you're going to be able to identically copy it. But for the point guard and shooting guard, you're just going to be able to go max weight. You're not going to be able to get the weight on the point guard and shooting guard builds, but you can make this build at the point guard and shooting guard builds or positions. It's just not going to be the same way. You're going to be, it's kind of going to be slightly different, but you can, for the most part, make it the same way. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the powerful position because you're gonna be able to make it and get the most badges possible and stuff like that. But if you don't want to be a power forward and don't want to be with the meta, you can go point guard, shooting guard, small forward. Small forward is gonna be the easiest way to copy it though. Let me just say that. Alright, next is going to be the height, weight, wingspan. Now for the height, weight, wingspan, I didn't go with anything that was pretty much meta. I went with 6'8". 6'7" is by far like the most regular thing that you're gonna go against at the park. A 6'7" power forward. Now again, I went power forward so I can show y'all with the most badges and stuff like that, but you can't make it at point guard, shooting guard, small forward. Small forward is gonna be easier to copy. Point guard, shooting guard, the weight is gonna be a little bit different. But yeah, I go 6'8" on this build. I feel like people gonna start going 6'8" after they see builds that 6'8". Now 6'8", we're gonna get into why builds at 6'8" are so good. But for the weight, I didn't go minimum weight. I didn't go a little bit over minimum weight. I went all the way up to 241 pounds. This is the reason why it's gonna be a little bit hard for point guards and shooting guards to make it. But just go max on point guard and shooting guard. You should be fine. So with that weight, I went 241 pounds because I'm not really tripping. As long as I can have an 80 speed, I'm gonna be cool. Because when it comes to this game, I don't really feel a difference on my speed until it goes to like 90. Like it's like, I feel like it's 10 thresholds. So like 70 is gonna be different from 80, but like 76 and 70, you're not gonna feel a big difference or even a small difference. It's pretty much gonna feel the same. So like when it came to my build that I had 84 speed off rip. When I got to 88 speed, I didn't feel no different. Only time I really felt a difference is really with speed with ball when I have takeover, and that's when I go past 90. So I feel like the only difference is you don't really be feeling in this game for like thresholds on like physical attributes is like on the 10. So that's even including speed with ball. So yeah, I feel like that's not really a huge deal if I'm having only an 80 speed with ball at 99 and if I'm only having an 84 speed. So yeah, that's really kind of my reasoning for that. But when it comes to the wingspan, I end up going max wingspan. This is a build that's going to have a steal rating. If you've seen my build has no steal rating. But this one is going to have a steal rating. We're going to show you multiple ways to make this build also, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is going to be one of the best builds in the game. Now, when it comes to the body type, that's completely up to you. I like going built for this video. I just went burly because I didn't really care to change it. But yeah, I usually go built. You can go whatever body type you want to go with. But yeah, man, in my opinion, this is like the best height, weight, wingspan to go with right now for this build. Alright, so for the main build, the main way to make this build, you're going to end up with 21 finishing, 12 shooting, 26 playmaking, and 21 defensive. Now, how you going to get 21 finishing? You're going to max out driving layup, driving dunk, standing dunk, and then you have a 30 on post control. Then for the shooting, to get 12 shooting badges, you're going to have max mid-range, three-pointer, and a free throw up to a 54. You might think that three-pointer in mid-range is low, but you're going to have an 85 three-ball at 99, and you're going to have a 90 mid-range at 99. So then when it comes to the playmaking, you pretty much max out everything, but the playmaking is going to be one notch off of max, and that's going to be a 91 pass accuracy, and you're going to get 26 playmaking badge upgrades. If you think the 26 is too many, trust me, this is why we have multiple ways of how to make this build. But this is going to be pretty much like the most badges you can get, and it actually still be a good build. And if you feel like we have a hole on physicals, we're going to get into that too. So for the defense, this is going to be kind of important. The rebounding is kind of a hole, but at 99, you're going to actually end up with a 70 rebound, so it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Then when it comes to the block, you have a 90. You're going to be able to get Hall of Fame Intimidator on this build at 99. Then with the steal, you're going to be able to get Hall of Fame Pickpocket. So now on this build, you can get Hall of Fame Pickpocket and Hall of Fame Interceptor, while also having max perimeter defense, max interior defense with 21 defensive badges. Then for the physicals, you have a max speed, acceleration, and stamina. We putting up all our stuff max now because 2K has to fix the gym rat badge. I'm not even gonna post a tutorial on how to get it if the badge really doesn't even do nothing but give you an extra boost as of right now. But yeah, strength and vertical, those are just at 66 and 70, whatever it got from the driving dunk and the interior defense going up. That's what we just left that at to pretty much be able to keep as much as possible. So yeah, this is going to be the first build. This is probably, in my opinion, the best version of all of them, but I have 3 other versions for people that want different types of builds. Alright, so in this next build, this is going to be kind of a different type of build. This is going to be a build that has no interior defense because a lot of people are starting to not put interior defense. So what I ended up doing is I ended up going with higher rebounding, but this time, instead of having all those playmaking, you're going to get 22 shooting. Especially with this build having lower shooting stats, people might feel like they want more shooting badges, so that's why I did that. So pretty much on the finishing, everything's the same, but on the shooting this time, you're actually gonna have a 92 free throw. So for the people that like to play rec, you actually gonna be able to have a free throw. So this is kind of a really good rec build too, because you're gonna have a rebound. So then when it comes to the playmaking, instead of having pretty much almost a max pass accuracy, is only to a 71, you now only get 12 playmaking, which is still gonna be good enough on a build like this that doesn't even get Hall of Fame quick first step. Then when it comes to defense and rebounding, you're going to end up with 18 defensive rebounding badges while still having a good steal rating. This time, you're not going to be able to get Hall of Fame Pickpocket, but you are going to have Hall of Fame Interceptor on this build. But when it comes to the rebounding, you can actually get that up to a 94 at 99, which is a W. But you have a max perimeter defense, but no interior defense. Do you think that's an L or a W? In my opinion, I like having interior defense, but I know it's people that's making builds like this right now. Then when it comes to the physicals, everything on the physicals is the same as the last build. So yeah, this is going to be pretty much more like a 5v5 type build. A build that can shoot free throws and actually get rebounds. So yeah. Alright, next. This is going to be the best version of the first build, but it's going to get physicals now. So when it comes to the physicals, off the rip, you're going to have max physicals. So now you're going to have a 96 strength, a 92 vertical at 99. Instead of having like a 74 or a 70, you have those both in the 90s. Then when it comes to the badge counts, you have 20, 12, 21, and 20. So for the playmaking, the finishing and shooting, those are pretty much the same as the first build. The playmaking, you're now going to be at an 86 instead of a 91. You're going to get 21 playmaking. That's only a 5 badge difference. The reason why that's a 5 badge difference is because it only goes up 1. That's why we went with 26 on the first one, because it's so easy to get playmaking on 6-8 builds. So easy to get badges on 6-8 builds. I don't know why. Then when it comes to the defensive rebounding, you're going to get 20. That's because we're not going to have as high as a rebounding, but we're pretty much going to have everything else the same. And yeah, that's going to be the build with pretty much everything on physicals. So for the people that really, really care about having max physicals, this is going to be the build for you. And last but not least, this is going to be kind of like the more balanced build. This build is pretty much not going to have no holes, but it's going to have a little bit less badges. Because when it comes to trying to make a well-rounded build in this game, you're going to have to just take a hit on badge count. But in my opinion, you're still going to have enough badges to pretty much do what you're really trying to do with this build. So you're going to have 20 finishing, 12 shooting, 12 playmaking, 20 defensive. And might I add, you're actually going to have really good rebounding stats on this build. You're going to get up to an 80 rebound with decent physicals, which is going to be pretty much the same physicals as the first build. On the defensive rebounding, you're not going to be able to get Hall of Fame pickpocket. You're going to be able to get Hall of Fame interceptor. And now you're going to be able to actually get up to an 80 rebound. Then when it comes to the playmaking, you're not going to have 26 playmaking badges. You're going to have only 12. That's 14 badge difference. So if you feel like you don't need that many, that's what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Then when it comes to shooting, you don't have a decent free throw, which is pretty decent for like the builds on this game. 54. At 99, it's going to be actually really a lot better than my build. If you made my version, because you only have a 48, you're going to have a 58 that's close to a 60. And with Takeover, that's going to go over a 60 actually. And then the finishing, pretty much everything's the same for the finishing. So though, yeah, that's going to be 4 different ways to make the build. Like I said, the first version is my favorite. I feel like a lot of people going to like that second version. The third version is max physicals. And this is going to be pretty much like the most well-rounded build of all the 4. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much the most overpowered build in the game. Alright, next is going to be the takeovers. I do plan on doing the takeover video very, very soon. I probably should have updated it in Hitmiss, but we had too much going on. So I'm gonna update this real soon for y'all boys, because I know y'all probably need that soon. I'm still trying to work out what to rank, because it's 24 badges, and a lot of these badges are very close. But at the top, it's a lot of movement at the top. So yeah, the best takeovers in the game, my opinion though, I would still say it's spotter, precision, and finishing moves, but I'm going to just say right now, enhanced jump shot contest is on the move. This build doesn't get any of the shot creators takeovers, so I would probably say one of those is good, but this build doesn't get that. So yeah, but yeah, I'm going to go with spotter precision first now, because I feel like having that first is just overpowered, because you're still going to get the, the attribute bonuses for finishing moves. And me personally, I don't need finishing moves to get contact dunks. I get contact dunks either way. So yeah, I really like going for dual takeover just so I can be able to get that spot of precision. If I can get that off rip, I don't have to go for that as much. And then it just takes me 2 shots to get takeover. So that's very overpowered. So that's the takeovers. And I'm going with spot of precision and finishing moves. And the build comes out as a 2-way, 3-level scorer, similar to shades of Pascal Siakam, Blake Griffin, and Jason Tatum. So yeah, man, that's going to be the build. All we got left to go over is the best badge setups for this build. So yeah, man, let's go ahead, hop straight into it. Alright, so next is going to be the best finishing badge setup for this build. So we have 5 Hall of Fame badges with 1 bronze. So for the bronze, why did I put Lob City Finisher to only bronze? Because in my opinion, that's one of the best bronze badges in the game. You're going to be able to catch lobs and finish it at a way higher rate. And when you put on all these other badges, it's not really necessary to go above bronze in my opinion. Now, if you go to Hall of Fame, it's very overpowered. Don't get me wrong. But if you have all these other badges on, why go any higher? Because we have Giant Slayer on Hall of Fame. That's to cancel out the Rim Protector badge. Very important in this game. And it's also going to be pretty much lowering any contest you get on you. Heat Seeker, that's going to help you get takeover really fast. That might be the best finishing badge in the game if it wasn't for Posterizer. Posterizer gets you as many contact dunks as possible. Very, very, very overpowered. Rise Up is an underrated badge that actually makes you do a lot more standing dunks at a way higher rate. And then we got Slithery Finisher on Hall of Fame, which is, in my opinion, my favorite badge. Heat Seeker and Slithery Finisher are close though now. Heat Seeker is a new badge. I really like that badge a lot. But Slithery Finisher, that gets you the best animations every single time. Your dunk frequency even goes higher. And yeah, man, that's going to be the best finishing badge setup for this build. Alright, next is going to be the best shooting badge setup for this build. So we end up going with the necessary badges like deep threes, highs 100 that you're going to have on every build. Deep threes is going to help you shoot deep threes at a way higher rate. In my opinion, when I put this on gold, no point in going up any higher. So the fact that this build doesn't get Hall of Fame is not a negative, in my opinion. Highs 100, gold. Deep threes, when it comes to that badge, I feel like I shoot deep threes better than I shoot on the line. I don't know what it is. It's like a bigger green window or something. Hot Zone Hunter makes it way easier to shoot within hot zones. Once you get hot zones, it's easy to shoot. Once you get Hot Zone Hunter, on top of that, your green window just gets exponentially bigger. Then we have the best shooting badge in the game, Blinders. That's pretty much going to be negating the shot contest on people that's trying to come from the side. And it's actually a very, very overpowered badge. And Hot Shot, I wish I could have had that a little bit higher, but we only had 12 badge upgrades. If you don't feel like you need gold, I feel like the difference between silver and gold is a big difference for deep threes and Hot Zone Hunters. So I feel like I would rather have gold than have Hall of Fame Hot Shot. So I just went with silver Hot Shot. And yeah, silver Hot Shot is actually a very good badge. Now, one thing I would say, if you're doing this, if you want to be able to have the best of bucks of everything, just go ahead and put Blinders to gold and put Hot Shot to gold. So that way you have all gold badges. Because the difference between silver and gold is really good. Now, I put Blinders to Hall of Fame because that's pretty much probably the most important badge for shooting, because you don't really need badges to shoot on this game, but when it comes to contests, you do need badges to negate the contest in this game. So I felt like putting that to Hall of Fame was just necessary. So yeah, man, in my opinion, this is the best shooting badge setup for this build. All right, next is going to be the best playmaking badge setup for this build. So we have 26 badge upgrades to work with. We don't get Hall of Fame quick first step, but we do get gold. Hall of Fame is better than gold, I will say that, but gold is really good too. So we do have gold, and I tested the build out and all that type of stuff. I've been testing out gold quick first step on this build, especially at 99, is actually amazing. And then when it comes to badges like Handlers for Days and Unpluckable, those are just badges you have to have on any build. And yeah, Handlers for Days is going to be canceled out the stamina issue. Unpluckable is going to stop you from getting ripped, even though you can cancel that out with Pickpocket and rip anybody. If you have a high steal, you can rip anybody. And bump steals, this literally doesn't even stop bump steals. So, but you definitely want to have on Unpluckable. If you don't, good luck. That's all I can say. Needle Threader and Bullet Passer, that's going to make my passes just a lot faster and harder to get stolen. Ankle Breaker, one of the most overpowered badges in the game, even at gold, is going to be taking a lot of ankles. Then we have a badge like Special Delivery to be able to take over a lot faster just off doing simple flashy passes or lob. And it actually makes the game a lot more fun because it actually starts throwing crazy type of lob passes and flashy passes. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best playmaking badge setup for this build. And all right, last but not least, before we end off this video, is going to be the best defensive rebounding badge setup for this build. So first things first, the first badge that I made sure to put on Hall of Fame, we have so many badges, I went ahead and put it on Intimidator. Intimidator is just an important badge in this game to get as high shot contests as possible every single time. Even if they can green a lot of high shot contests, I feel like Intimidator is just an important badge to have on no matter what, to be able to get the best shot contests on the perimeter and the interior. Then we have badges like Rim Protector and Chase Down Artist. Chase Down Artist is going to help you get a lot more chase down blocks. As soon as you put it on bronze, you can unlock the animations. Then as you go up and up and up, it gets easier and easier. Chase Down Artist, I feel like, is a badge that probably should be higher, but I feel like with this build having a lower rebound, I had to go gold rebound chaser. Gold on everything else was just important because you have to have clamps on gold. Rim Protector is just such an important badge, so you have to add that on gold. So I don't really know what else I could have brought down. Maybe rebound chaser, but I feel like having that high is just too important for this build because it's so low of a rebound. Maybe if you want well in the other types, you don't have to go with that. But yeah, I did go with silver chase down, and then I did go gold Rim Protector. That's going to be pretty much enhancing badges like Chase Down Artist and Intimidator, while also improving your blocking ability, while also unlocking block animations, while also making it that much harder to score on you, while also every time you get a block, it's going to be enhancing your teammates' takeover, while also whenever you get a hard foul at the park, it's going to be enhancing your teammates' takeover. So yeah, if you haven't noticed, Rim Protector does a lot of things. Pickpocket, it's probably the most overpowered badge in the game right now. It's literally the best way to get stops in the game is getting steals. Interceptor plays into that too when it comes to passing lanes, but Pickpocket in some way, some reason, it's way more overpowered because you can just poke the ball loose just randomly no matter what their ball handle is, especially with everybody having these 6'7" power force where their ball handles is like 99. Very easy to rip those people. And then we had the last but not least, well, not last but not least, but clamps. That's going to be helping you play the best on-ball defense possible, be able to bump people. This badge needs to be fixed a little bit more so that the defense can be a lot better in this game. As of right now, the defense is really what the skill gap is with how easy the offense is. So if they can do something to make defense a little bit better when it comes to trying to bump people, get into people's body and stuff like that, to stop them, like get into them, to actually be able to play defense instead of letting them just go right past you sometimes with that clamps badge. I would like that to be fixed. But clamps, it's just a badge you have to play the best defense possible in a game like this where ISO is literally the meta. And then we have rebound chaser, like I said, had to go gold on that strictly because we have such a low rebound. But yeah, man, that's going to be the best defensive rebounding badge setup for this build. But yeah, man, that's going to be the most overpowered build in the game. I showed you guys the position. I also mentioned you don't have to make it at the powerful position, but you can go with the point guard, shooting guard, small forward. Small forward is going to be easiest to copy it, but point guard and shooting guard, you just got to pretty much go max weight on it. Then when it came to the height, weight, wingspan, I showed y'all pretty much what I think is going to be the new meta. Then when it came to the attributes, I showed you 4 different ways that you cannot go wrong with. You know what I'm saying? Then when it came to the takeovers, I showed you guys the 2 best takeovers in the game pretty much. Then I gave you guys the best finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defensive badge setup for this build. So yeah, man, for that alone, go ahead, leave a like on this video if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new. We do this every single day. Leave a like. It really does show a lot of support. I really do appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. We on the road to 100K. I've really been on my grind. So if you really want to drop that sub, now will be the time. We're finna go crazy all 2K21. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, man, turn on post notifications to be the first to every single video. Share this video to anybody who thinks it will help, or if you just enjoy. But yeah, man, it's your boy Fitz, man. And about to be, man.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
Head in the clouds, walk through the city, they taking you out. Bitches be talking, they running their mouth. A bag in the back and a stick in the couch. You know what it's about. Had to cope with all the pain, so I'm about to die. Man, they say he going too fast.